again. Now through neuroscience, you know.
Oh yeah, but that's it. It's consent or conquest,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Because you either agree to it or you don't. But that's why in a minute we're going to go to it. It's in the power of their hand, man.
Yeah.
It's in the power of their hand. That's why Job said,
Fuck this.
Job said, the triple fix that. Job 9:24 said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man.
That's right.
So, and they cover the faces of the judges thereof. So if you're a judge, you are able to make decisions and authority to implement laws and make them stand. So the scripture is only confirming what we know, that it's going to be something that's implemented mandatory, and it's in the power of their hand to do it. It's been divisive because they're already the wicked are in authority.
That's it.
And I'll give you an example just real quick.
Cause it to prosper in his hand. Daniel.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Hey, the scripture says they're wiser than Daniel. Yeah,
Right,
come on, bro.
right.
Bring that up, brother. Sure.
This is Revelation 16:14.
Yeah.
For they are the spirits of devils working miracles.
And that's them, all right? And the so-called white man is a devil, man.
Yes.
You know, he's a deceiver. You know, and they're working in miracles for what? They got these exoskeleton suits, neuroscience, brain implants. You know, that's why it says in their head, in their forehead, or in their hands. You know. Brain implants, neuroscience, connecting with the Internet of Things. People are getting more and more fucking lazy, man.
They're making blind seat.
Yeah, making a blind seat, you know? That's that spiritual witchcraft on the left-hand side.
Yeah, even the thing that Esau did, you know what Esau doing, bro? He basically studying the personality of people, right? Like studying their thoughts, like where they post on social media and everything. And basically, you know what he's trying to do? There's a robot of a person's like grandmother that died, and fucking Esau was able to make that robot talk and respond to questions like it was their grandmother.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's why they be bringing out films like Transcendence and Lucy, you know?
Lucy, yeah.
Because even what, that Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
You know that guy, her husband died?
Yeah.
And then, they uploaded him, you know what I mean? Into like some robot or something.
Yeah.
Man, these things they're coming, bro.
That's what they're doing.
You know, the spirits of devils working miracles, man. You know? Even now, they said they got sex robots now that can reject advancements.
Yeah.
Bro, this place is through, bro.
Consent.
Yeah, they can reject consent.
Why would you do that?
You know, this is what Esau's spending his time doing. Why you, Salakia, bro? Why you got starving people in countries all over the world? What you're doing with your time and money is sex robots that can reject consent.
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense.
Bro,
right?
What kind of dickhead that is?
Come on, bro.
Then if you still go through with it, then the police will come to your door. Because it's all through the chip, innit?
Oh no, but that's true. You know why? Because you know why that's true?
An alarm, innit?
Yeah.
That's true. You know why? Remember, like sometime last year, they officially had a robot become a citizen, bro.
Oh yeah.
They had a robot become a citizen, bro.
Yeah.
So if you harm that robot, if some goot goes and punches the robot, it's assault.
Oh, well, Apostle Tahar did that video of the robot going around the supermarket.
Yeah.
You know, it's just walking around. Now, what if you harm that robot? That's vandalism.
Yeah.
You know.
But then if you become a citizen, that's assault.
Jesus' body of harm.
Yeah, that's GBH, man.
Previous robotic harm. You know?
Fuck this place, bro.
Exterminate. You know.
And he's talking shit, so you just go pour water in his wires. You know?
Oh man.
Hey, then what if he fucks you up? Then what?
Take out his power core.
Innit?
You know? Go on, bro.
It says, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of that great day of the Most High Almighty.
That's right, and there is going to be a great battle, man. You know? World War III is coming, man. You know? ICBM nuclear missiles are going to be shot. Okay? America is to be destroyed. Okay? And that's why you got all that. There ain't going to be no peace in the Middle East, man. All that tension rising. You know? Everyone's being gathered around Syria, you know, all of these things are happening down in that region, because that's where the great meat grinder of the Most High is going to be.
That's right.
Down there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man. The Valley of the Most High's decision. You know? And in these last days, hey, the weak, they don't care about the clout of America no more, man. Ain't no unfair in America, man. They all got nukes now. You know, they've all got the big ones. Okay, they all got the ICBM nuclear missiles capable. India, you know, they sided with Russia. They sided with China. The BRICS nations. You know.
And there's nations. I think it was China and India. I think there was an article. I think they was handshaking with some deals and whatever. But there's nations that weren't even tight like that.
Yeah.
That didn't really get on. But then now they're cutting them bridges.
Africa.
And getting on for the hatred of a common enemy, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is America.
Yep.
And then you got a country like Turkey that's changing signs.
Yeah, Turkey.
This is a prophecy.
Yep.
Your Apple precept.
That's right. That's right.
This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say I am strong.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. The weak are saying they're strong now.
Yep.
And how are they saying they're strong? I'll give you an example. What was it called? That SWAT or something like that. What happens is America has a system of how worldwide these business transactions are sent around worldwide, right? And there's a system for it. But since Russia has been dumping the dollar in terms of trade and debt, they're not getting debt in the dollar anymore. So what they've done is they set up a new system for world business transactions and dumped the current one that they're using. Why? Because one is more efficient and it improves profits, but not only that, it avoids America being involved in every business or you know, bringing confusion in anything, man. And everyone's pretty much around the same agreement, the same tumult, so to speak. Man. They're speaking the same thing, and they decided, no, we're not gonna do business in the dollar anymore. We're gonna do it in Russia's currency, man, or with Russia's system. And that's an issue for America, because when they do that, that means that their economy is gonna crash more than it has. They're not gonna be able to stimulate that as much as they have been. So they know that there's only a certain amount of time left before they have to go into fully fledged war. Because war starts on the economic level. Before it goes to a physical one.
The money first, you know?
Right? Mm-hmm. So this evident, man, World War III is on its way, man. It's on its way.
Yeah.
More on that?
Yeah. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
The older one, I think it was Swift or something like that. Well, you can look into it.
Let the weak say I'm strong, right?
Yeah.
And that includes countries like Pakistan, you know? Pakistan have a fair share of ICBMs. Countries like India, you know? Are becoming strong, man.
Yeah, so they're no longer slave to the dictation of America and how they make money or how they grow their economy. All right, they now are subject to Russia, but they see it as a better deal, you know, a lesser evil, if you will, compared to America. So now they're doing trades in weaponry, trades in all different beneficial things for their country in terms of their economy. And they're looking at America like, man, like, we're equal with you, man. You know, we got everything you've practically got now. So what can man say? So Esau's only gonna have to show his true colors. All right, and basically we see that with Turkey, man. We see that with Turkey, how going into the whole Turkey thing, I'm sure you've watched the news already. With Turkey, there's been back and forth going, I think, all the way back to 1952. I think 1952, I'm not mistaken, was when Turkey joined NATO. And it was rejected a few times at first. But then once they was granted to have a position in NATO, to be an ally with the US, there was still problems in their relationship with the US. And that being that the US has always used terrorist groups against other terrorist groups. But one of the terrorist groups that they used were against Turkish government. So then, I think they called it a YPG, if I'm not mistaken, right? So now, fast forwarding, that same sentiment of about a muddy relationship between Turkey and the US continues.
Yeah, and the main reason why that happens is because it's prophecy. Because it's spoken of in Ezekiel 38 of Gomer and his bands, of coming against.
Yeah.
So really everything is according to the scriptures. I've got more on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about.
So that just shows you that there's a lot of alliances going on where people are joining and making their own alliance and their own allegiances against that common enemy. They're gathering against something. We know who that is, America.
Gather yourselves together round about. To the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
So they're awakened, man. They're prepared for war. All right? Go ahead. The valley of Jehoshaphat, which is in the Middle East, man. That's the valley of judgment. Right? Most High's judgment.
And that's why the Lord has empowered Russia the way he did, man. Because Russia is not a nation you can just push to the side and invade and get rid of them because they're causing problems. They're a strong nation that have heavy artillery that can actually take you out the game, man. So they've been put there, to really, cause this World War III, man.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 2.
Lucky, just to add to what you're saying about America being despised. Right now, I think America was saying about moving them from North Syria, the North Syrian border, and they left. They said it was leaving only a couple to guard the oil. Now they're talking about sending more back. And also, they were sending some of those people that they moved to Iraq. Now I think the Iraqi government was appealing, saying, look man, we don't need no more of these foreign people, America, in our land because they don't need to be here anymore. So America's despised, man, by all nations.
Yep. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Yes, greatly despised. And they're being made small, man. So pretty much everyone's talking about America like, man, fuck America, man. Sorry for my French, but yeah, basically looking down upon America like everyone wants to see the demise of America. Why? Because they've been screwed over by America and all the dodgy dealings that they've been doing for all these years, man. Always getting a shitty deal. And when you look at their countries, man goes from a young man to an old man, and his country's gone from basically the deals that they made, it would have been better for them to never have made these deals, and the country would be alright still, rather than how low and base it is now. A lot of man's countries are destroyed, man, economically, and there's a lot of war, a lot of diasporas, man. A lot of people have been scattered out of their country. There was one article I was reading about 5 brothers, I think from Syria or something like that. And they all ended up in 5 different countries, fleeing from war in their hometown. So the spirit of war is rife right now.
And like it says in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, a time for everything, a time for peace and a time for war. We're heading in that time for war, man.
Yep, I got this precept. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased, the Lord...
Can I say something on that? Hey, the golden city. That's how we know that America is that golden city. Which are exactly that merchant golden city, man. Which, if you pretty much get a sanction put on you by America, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Well, you were. Now countries they don't even care anymore.
Yeah, well, that's why Trump posted, I think, on Twitter, the joke of social media presidents. man posted, you know, he would decimate Turkey's economy if they do anything behind their back. And what they was talking about is, like I was saying, going to do a new system and dumping that economic transaction system that was set up by the US. And another thing was going and pushing the Kurds out to try and create that border of peace or whatever it is, a no war zone, basically. And yeah, that's really what was going on, man. So he said he would decimate their economy, and he said it with great pride, because there was a lot of fear in Turkey. And then Turkey basically said, nah, we ain't gonna do anything, because pretty much they rallied a lot of countries, even the UK, to stop, like, whether it was economically, to stop doing trade with Turkey and sending certain things. So now that's why Turkey had to have that little ceasefire for a period of time, man. You know?
So really what's happening is global extortion.
Yeah.
That's really what when you see these gangsters go into you see these gangster movies, they go into a certain neighborhood, right? And they say, look, Mr. Luciano, if you don't pay us $1,000 a month, you know, we're gonna fuck your store up. You gotta pay that protection money.
Yeah.
And that's what basically sanctioned. That's why, and this shows you that America's being revealed for what they really are. And this is the formula that they've always been using to rule the other nations in Iraq. You know?
Yeah, so in other words, you're not paying for protection, you're paying for the protection
From them.
Exactly. That's it. That's extortion.
Who's going to protect you from us from you? If you pay us, you won't hurt me.
That's it. Protection
That's what
money.
it is.
But, you know,
Well, even didn't Trump come out and say all these other NATO nations gonna have to start paying more now?
Yeah, it's
So that's extortion, man. You know?
Man, pay up, man.
Pay up. You know, all of you, pay up.
It says,
And that's why ultimately all the horns, you know, they're gonna hate the horn. They're gonna turn on America. You know? The system is doomed to fail. The scripture says, if Satan be divided against Satan, how can his kingdom stand?
That's right.
You know? It's fucked. You know? It's lucky, bro.
yeah, that's that division, man.
Yeah.
That's that division.
Hate the horn.
it says, the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted
Continually.
and none hindereth.
Yeah, man, he's been ruling the nations in anger. You know, and a scepter represents a position of rulership, man. You know? And that's what we're gonna have in the kingdom.
Position of authority.
Yeah. You know?
So you got the freedom to do whatever pleased him in evil work and mischief. You know? But his turn's gonna come, man, and no one ain't gonna stop it. No one's gonna be like, oh, you know what? Like, I feel bad.
Nah, bro. America?
Nah, man.
Well, you're gonna have the scriptures in Revelation 18 that you're gonna have men bewailing her because no man maketh money off their merchandise anymore.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why. You know?
This out of the place.
This at the plate, yep.
It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
Damn.
They break forth into singing.
See, that's a beautiful point, man. The whole world will be at rest at some point, right? But for it to get there, the Lord has to do His thing, man. And that's why people, especially a 2/3 nigga that comes up here, man, trying to act like a self-professed scholar, all right, talking about he, you know, makes up the scriptures on the spot, say, yeah, I think it says that, right? You're holding up progress, man, because at the end of the day, until the Lord does His thing, which is what we're doing, bringing out the word through Spirit power outside, we can't get out of this place, man. So this has to be done. This has to be done for the ushering in of the kingdom, all right? The prophecies have to be fulfilled so that we can have that time of rest and that peace, man. But a 2/3 nigga, his rest is here, man. His rest is here.
And that's what
And he will rest in peace for the nukes, man. You know?
It's gonna be real resting, man.
And well, that's what the scripture says in Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Right.
You know? This ain't our rest, man. This place is fucked.
But then here it is. Here it is. I will say this is an example. What you've got in the UK is basically a speculation of events if we have a no-deal Brexit. And the government have devised a document called yellow hammer, all right? And that's basically it's an evaluation of the worst case scenario if we have a no-deal Brexit. I was having a conversation with someone, right? And I was saying, look, circumstances it would be ideal to hold on to whatever job you got right now, just in case of if the bad things happen with the Brexit, you know, you have some money, you know what I mean? Money is a defense, as the scripture says. You know what my man said? Nah, it won't, that's gonna happen, you know? Man's oblivious, that's gonna happen. The worst that will happen is we ain't gonna have any strawberries in the country. But then when you read the evaluation that the government have made, and they even put it on BBC and so forth, it's evident that there's going to be they forecast a very bad time. Showing you that the average person in this society that ain't understanding this truth, they can't foresee the evil, man.
Yeah, because in
the
them
scripture says a wise man foreseeth the evil.
Yeah, in them commercial articles, they'll tell you, there's not going to be no strawberries, we're not going to have to get no port wine from Portugal, all the stuff that's minimal. But they don't show you but the great dread of really, you know, the consequences behind this thing, man. They don't want to know that. Yeah, they want to know about the smooth things, man. Oh, pork, I can live without pork. Strawberries, I ain't like them anyway.
What about the inflation?
Exactly.
That's going to come from that.
Right.
It's all about supply and demand. If you ain't got the supply and the demand of it goes up, the prices are going to rise because it's going to be harder to get.
That's it.
So, you know.
Another thing on the Yellow Hammer article, at the top, one of the 2 bullet points, it says the UK will revert to being a third world country. So that just shows you that old prestige. When you look up prestige, it basically highlights one that's you know, held at high esteem and, you know, looked upon as like, wow, like this is they're honourable. They have this kind of level of respect from other countries. But now that respect is gone. They're going to be looking at UK like, yeah, Great Britain's a third world country, man, fuck them, well, what do we have to do for you? We don't have to do shit. We don't want to give it to you, we sell it somewhere else, man. So they lost that prestige that they had. Is that the definition of it? Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I've just got a piece. What did you want? I'll get it for you.
No, that's alright. Prestige. Definition.
Yeah, prestige definition, it says widespread respect or admiration.
Admiration. People used to come to the UK thinking, you know, you see a British, they always use that posh accent, and that's the image of great British. You know, they think of the Queen and so forth, you know, because they have that great admiration with that image that was sold publicly, man.
Right.
On the world scale of things. But that image is, that image has been destroyed overnight because of Brexit, man. It looked like a laughing stock.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, widespread respect and admiration felt for someone.
Widespread.
Yep.
So now, that widespread honour has turned into widespread shame. Go ahead.
Admiration felt for someone or something on the basis of a perception of their achievements or quality.
So they were revered because of, and really, that admiration is because of what they've managed to create over so many generational wealth and years, which goes all the way back to the transatlantic slave trade.
That's right.
And their position in trading us around the 4 different corners of the world.
Yep.
Because this was a very pivotal point with the trade, man. And they made the British Empire got really rich off that.
Yep.
So that's the benefit, man. But that prestige now is turned into shame.
That's right.
And they ain't gonna be able to, with no deal, create that same thing unless what? RFID chips. That's our only hope.
Yeah. Yep.
You had Theresa May in Africa doing the robot. She became
Oh,
like a laughing stock.
Yeah,
And that shows you, that's our world leaders. That shows you, with these puppet leaders that are set up, that shows you the times that we're in. This is Donald Trump and Boris, bro. Come on, man. I got a precept. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Through. You know? So there's gonna, grinding is gonna cease. The work rate is gonna plummet, man. You know? I'm looking for work, like, you know, people, they're gonna be losing it out here, man. You know? Riots, unemployment.
Hey,
you know?
man, Thomas Cook, man.
Yeah, Thomas Cook.
Yeah.
If you can book it, just Thomas Cook it. And what's that? And what's that? Was like Yanks.
Yeah. Stranded abroad.
Stranded abroad. Oh yeah. And look, that's the spirit. These lot got the suitcases out.
Yeah.
You know, I just seen Tunisia.
Yeah, hostage in a hotel.
Hostage in a hotel.
They held him hostage, man.
Wouldn't even let him go.
Yeah,
Because like, we don't give a fuck.
yeah, the debit failed.
You gotta pay
up.
You gotta
Yeah,
pay.
they held him with guns, man. They held him with guns.
Guns.
You ain't leaving this hotel till we get our money.
I booked it with Thomas Cook.
Thomas Cook.
Nigga,
Thomas
I'm
Cook
cooking
down.
with this rifle. You don't fucking pay up.
Hey, and that shows you how fast things can spread.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And how fast turmoil can spread.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? This is crazy. What, from Thomas Cook abroad, you got people getting held by gunpoint.
Yeah.
Just from Thomas Cook. That's one business.
One bomb.
Yo.
What does the scripture say in Sirach 5? Yes. What does it say in Sirach 5? In thy
Security.
In thy security, you shall be in straits, man. You know, so we probably just came from the fucking the canteen with a glass of Baileys that's intact.
Yeah.
He's in his and he just sees some guy there like, you have to pay. Like, what? I paid it already.
Yeah.
But it didn't end that way, bro.
What do you mean?
Wait. You can book it. Right.
And the door shall be shut in the streets.
Wow.
Hey, you ain't gonna have no friendly neighbours in that day, boy.
Yeah.
See, look, you got loaf of bread over there? Hey, that loaf of bread, boy. Boy, in that day, boy. Woo.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing a belly flop over that loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Trying to protect that shit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this for my kids. It's gonna
Fuck
be.
off.
Yeah. Praying hands, you know? Shit, man. You know, your neighbor, you know, that you was cool with, boy, put a lack of bread.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
what's that series on, not series, that sequence of videos on YouTube that Puffy said watch, and we speak about it all the time, of like, it's the guy who tells the story about the
how it will all go down.
how it will go down.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
If you Google how it will all go down, the guy tells a story, man, of his family situation.
And then you know, his daughter just becomes a prosy.
Yeah.
You know?
She sold herself.
She sold herself.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's gonna get real. Like,
True, man.
It's gonna get real. You know, like you might be, you know, a person like you know them two. You're gonna be sitting there with their two dogs for like a week. Then they're gonna be like,
Let's cook yours first.
yeah, let's cook yours first.
Yeah.
And then going on from the dog to the children.
Yeah.
Then after it's the children, they're gonna be like, you know, they're gonna be sleeping with knife each other, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's gonna get.
Hey, Venezuela, man.
Whoa.
In Venezuela, guys chewing on ears, man.
In prison, bro.
His own
Listen,
ears. Eating
But that's the
fingers.
most high, bro.
King of terrorists.
A man ate his own fingers, man.
See that? A spirit. There's a dog right there, man. See? You know, right now it's all good. Hey, even the dog's got dog food.
Yeah.
But in that day, you're gonna be eating his dog food.
Yeah, so start with the dog food.
Yeah.
And then they get to the dog.
Yep.
Then they get to the youth.
And they might go to the cat food.
Then they cat food.
You know, depending on which one you love more.
Yeah.
You know.
Then like for these fat bricks, and then it'll be spinach.
You know what? Then it says when the sound of the grinding is low. You know? So the sound of the grinding is gonna be low out here, man. You know? And it says
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like we're saying about a yellow having a document, it's, like I said, I'll re-say it again, it's basically an estimation of times to come and a plan of how to deal with it, right? And it looks bad, man. It looks real bad, and they're estimated famine in the UK, man. All right, and pretty much when you have a evaluation so dire, it creates makes people run out and what's the word? They go out and buy a lot of stuff, a lot of shots.
Stockpile.
Stock